Hey, innovators. So, for our first task today, we're going to be representing an algorithm as a flowchart. And remember, the algorithm is a step by step process required to solve a problem. Well, our problem here is we need to create an algorithm that asks the user to input their name. So, have a look at that word input, and then outputs or says hello plus answer. So, let me unpack that a little bit. Here's the program in Scratch. This is what it will look like. And to the right-hand side here, I'll create the flowchart that is a visual representation of the algorithm. So these are the blocks that you will need for the flowchart. Now, when green flag clicked, this is something in Scratch that pretty much says begin the program. And what we can do up here is this symbol here represents the beginning, but it also is used to represent the end of an algorithm, or the beginning of a flowchart, or the end of a flowchart. So when you create your flowchart, it's always good practice to get the name of the problem or the name of the task, and you put that name into the first shape. Now have a look. I'm just going to show you how to use Google Slides to create a flowchart. When I click on the shape, okay, you can see it's ready to move around. But if I click twice in here, you can see I'm ready to type into the shape. And I'm not going. What I'll do is I'll just highlight this text here. Command or Control C to copy, and then double click. So I'm inside the shape, and then I hit Control V to paste that. Now, if you ever see it doesn't quite look right, I'll show you a few tricks just to play around with what you would call the formatting. So I can see it's taken a new line down here because I've got this cursor blinking just below. So I'll hit backspace, and then it places that within the shape. That looks pretty good to me. But if you'd like to keep it centered, you could highlight the text, or another way to highlight the text is to tap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then if you have a look up here, you've got this align button, which is really cool because if I click on that, I can select center, and then I've got the text sitting in the center of the shape. Okay, now the next part of this algorithm is we need the user to input their name. And remember, if we have a look at our little guide here, an input is a way for information to be placed inside the program. And the way that we'll be using input for our programs is via the keyboard. And that's why we've got this keyboard image here. So let me show you how to represent this block in your flowchart. Okay. So I'll select the text and remove that. And I'm going to write the word answer equals. I'm going to say ask. And then I'll have a little comment here and add what is your name, or what's your name, and question mark, and then put little speech marks at the end of that. Okay, so have a look here. The text within the shape is great, but if I click on the shape once, I can use these little the corner parts of the shape just to readjust that. And remember, if I just click on the shape once, I can click and drag that. So I'll click once, and I want to delete this because I don't need that extra part. Okay, I'm going to place this up the top here, and have a look. When I move the shape, do you see these red lines? What it's trying to do is it's trying to snap the shape in line with the shape above it, or it may be in line with the shape to the side. So to have your flowcharts look nice and neat, you can use that snapping line. So you can see that red line appear and then let go. All right, now that's our input. Excellent. The next part is the output. Now, this is a cool little block here because it's say. So you can see ask for input and then say output. And you can see I've got the picture of the screen here because this is how that will be represented in the Scratch program. I'll show you as soon as we finish this flowchart here. So for say, I'll show you how to represent that. So to select all the text, tap 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and I'll hit delete on that text there. And we're going to add say hello, and you can add the plus symbol, or you may add the and symbol. And what that means is, see this little green block here? It's just joining. So hello plus,